Hello friends, today's topic is number system. As we already covered two parts based on this chapter number system, and this is the third part of the chapter number system. So let us see what new we are going to learn today in this chapter. So let us start the video over here. That is the first sum for the day that is to be seen over here is this number. You know that 1 by 7 equals to this value. Can you predict what the decimal expression of 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7 and 6 by 7 are without actually doing the long division? If so, how? That means it is telling that the sum or the question is going to tell us that we need to find this value but not by this method is called long division method. We don't have to use this method that is to be said in the sum, or that means he is asking which other method we can use to find the solution for it. So the other method we have shown answer also over here. So let us see what would be the other method, friends. 2 by 7, can it be elaborated and we can write it as 2 into 1 by 7 because we know the value of 1 by 7 and 1 by 7 value is given in question. That means we can do that. Yes friends, I hope you all might be getting it. Now what we are going to do afterwards is, after this we are supposed to multiply these two numbers. And how to multiply? We know how to multiply these two by using multiplication method, or by doing normal multiplication we can do and find the answer, that is 0.142857. that should be multiplied by 2. 7 to the 41 goes 5 to the 10, 11, 8 to the 16, 71 goes 2 to the 4, 5, 4 to the 8, 2 1 to 2. So this would be the answer, as the bar was to be placed above 0.142857. Yes, the bar was to be placed above this, so the bar should also be placed above this in the answer. I hope you all might be getting it, and you might be shocked about or watching by my speed of doing calculation or doing multiplication. So this much should be the speed of your calculation, dear, and that is error free, dear. So to make it error free also is a big task, and to make it and do it correctly in a speed is also a different task. That means two tasks are to be performed simultaneously. I hope you might be getting the answer for 2 by 7. Similarly for 3 by 7 also we can do 3 into 1 by 7. 1 by 7 value we know that is 3, and the 1 by 7 value is this we have placed over here. Now after multiplying with that pattern we will find the answer as this. Which answer we are going to find? We will get this answer. Similarly for 4 by 7 we can do 4 into 1 by 7. You can see 4 into 1 by 7 value is this, and after multiplication we are getting this answer. Similarly for 5 by 7 also same pattern we need to follow, and we will obtain this answer. Similarly for 6 by 7. So in this way we have solved and understood the sum properly. I hope you all might be getting. We just have to multiply with the, what we can say, numerator, because 1 by 7 value is to be placed over here. That means whatsoever the numerator would be, we need to multiply it by. But the one thing that should be kept in the mind, that it should not be done 7 by 7. If it has been asked that find the value for 7 by 7, for that thing we won't do that 7 into 1 by 7. That means you are not using your mind. What does your mind or the brain want to indicate? That 7 and 7 should be cancelled and the answer should be 1, because after solving by this method you will get the answer near about equals to, that means approximately we can say equals to 1. What I am saying, that you will get the answer as approximately equals to 1, not 1 exactly. That's why we can do this type of solution directly, that 7 should be cancelled directly and we will obtain the result 1. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So friends, if you like the content, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. So let us begin with the next sum for the day. That is this sum. First sum is 0.6 bar. 0.6 bar. The thing that you have to keep in mind, that bar is to be placed above 6. That means it is indicating that only the number 6 is repeating itself up to n times. Yes friends. So after doing like this, what we are supposed to do, we will assume it as x, as it is seen over here that we have to assume it as x. Why we need to assume, that we will understand in the next step, friends. So first thing what we are supposed to do, we will assume it as x. After assuming, what we have to do, we have to multiply it by 10. Multiply both the sides by 10. Why we need to multiply it by 10? Because only the number 1, that is only one number, that is 6 number, is repeating itself. That means here 6 is to be repeated again and again. That means 6 here, 6, 6, 6. That means only one number, that is 6 number, is to be repeated. That's why we are multiplying it by 10. Suppose the number repeated is 72, 72, 72, or it is written like this, 0.72 bar. That means two numbers are repeating itself. At that time we need to multiply it by 100. Similarly, if the number would be 713 bar, that we can say 713, 713, 713. At that time we need to multiply it by 1000. That means the number that are repeating itself, we need to multiply it by in that places. That means by 10, 100,000 in the suitable manner. I hope you all might be getting it. This is the most important thing that we need to keep in our mind, friends. Now after multiplying it by 10x, that means multiplying 10 on both the sides over here. Step should be there. Multiplying 10 on both the sides, we are assuming or obtaining the result is this. Now can I elaborate? 10x equals to 6.6. This is the step to be written over here. Can I elaborate it into two parts? 6 plus 0.666, because that is not to be written over here. And we have assumed what, friends? We have assumed this number as x. So in the next step we will put that thing that is to be written over here by this method. This method they have skipped. I hope now you might be getting it. So now what we can do? Terms having variable on the one side, that means 10x minus x equals to 6. That means 9x equals to 6. Afterward we are getting this step. Here the steps are to be skipped. That's why I am writing, so that you can get it clear by stepwise, so that you don't face difficulty while understanding it, friends. So 9x, afterward we know that how to solve. 9x equals to 6 by 9. That can be further solved and we will obtain the result as 2 by 3. 3 2 is 6, 3 3 is 9. In this way we are obtaining the result as 2 by 3. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So let us begin with the second sum for the day. The second sum that we are going to learn over here is 0.47, friends. 0.47 bar is to be there. Now here what is to be said? Only 7 keeps on repeating itself. 4 does not repeat. That means only one number 7 is repeating. That means the number multiplied should be 10 only. I hope this thing we have to keep in the mind, and this should be clear with you. Now can we elaborate 0.47 like this? 4 by 10. Here it is elaborated. 4 upon 10 we can write it in fraction form, and 0.777 upon 10. In this way we can do. Now the next step, what is to be said? Same procedure, that will assume the terms that are repeating itself as x. That means here we have done that this is x. Now we have multiplied by 10, because only one number 7 keeps on repeating itself again and again, so we will multiply it by 10 on both the sides. Multiplying 10 on both the sides, we will obtain the result as 10x equals to 7.777. Now similarly one more step, that is previously this step was also not written. Here also it is not written. 7 plus 0.777. Yes, and now we are able to catch that this value is equals to x. So 10x, same step, terms having variable on one side. 10x minus x equals to 7. So x equals to 9x equals to 7. So x equals to 7 by 9. In this way we can get. Yes, friends, I hope you all might be getting it. So in this way we have got and obtained the value of x as 7 by 9. Now in the first value that we have converted the fractions into decimal, or decimal into fraction form. What was that? This was the value 4 upon 10 equals to 0.77 upon 10. That we will assume and put the value of 4 by 10 as it is. One step again it is not done over here. This is 0.777 upon 10 and point is there. Now next step would be point this, and this number we know it is x, so x upon 10. But here we have found the value of x as 7 by 9. We will put the value of x over here, plus x value is 7 upon 9 into 10. That will result in 4 by 10 plus 7 by 90. From here this step comes over here. I hope you all might be getting it. Now what we are going to do? Afterwards we will find what? We will find the LCM of 10 and 90, which would be 90 only. That means multiplying 9 on both the sides. 4 by 10 into 9 into 9. Why I multiplied by 9? So that the denominator would be equals to 90. So 9 4 is 36 plus 7 upon 90. That means 43 by 90. This is our answer. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So friends, if you like the content, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. So let us begin with the third sum for the day, or the third sum of this type over here. And now if you are capable of solving it by your own, pause the video and try to solve by your own. I am solving third sum over here. Now the thing that you have to keep in our mind is 0.001. That means bar is to be placed above 3 numbers. That means the 3 numbers keeps on repeating itself. 001, 001, 001 up to n times. In this way they are repeating. So that the thing that should be kept in our mind, or should come in our mind first, is that the number should multiply with 1000, because three numbers are to be repeated, so we'll multiply it over here with 1000. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So first step, what we are doing, we are assuming it as x, the number that is to be given as x, so we'll assume this number as x. Yes friends, this number as x. We can see this step over here. Now I'm erasing it. Now after assuming it as x, what we'll do, we'll multiply 1000 on both the sides. Why we are multiplying with 1000, I have explained you now. So multiplying 1000 on both the sides. Now I think you might be facing problem over here, that why and how it comes over here. So let us see that how it comes. 1000x it is to be over here. Now 0.001001 should be multiplied with 1000. Now after multiplying it with 1000, the point would shift from three places to a right hand side. 1, 2, 3. That means point should be coming over here. So the number will become. What number it will become? 0001.001. In this way the number would become. Now friends, tell me that how many zero I placed before point. Does it matter that I am having 1 rupee? Is it valuable to say that I am having 0.00001 rupee or 0.00002 rupees? It is not valuable. That's why it is to be written, and this thing is to be skipped over here. So the value or the number we are obtaining over here is this. I think now it would be clear to all of you friends. Yes, in this way they are getting this value. That means I had already told that the number keeps on repeating itself. So 1000x value is this. I hope you all might be getting it now. Now what is the next thing we have to keep in the mind? That will elaborate it. How 1000x is equals to 1 plus 0.001001 dot dot dot. Now same thing, we know it is the value of x. 1000x term variable on the one side, 1000x minus x equals to 1. That means 999x equals to 1. X equals to 199 1 upon 999. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So this was the same thing that we have followed in all the three sums, and after understanding it deeply and quietly, you all might be clear over here. I hope that thing. Now so let us begin with the next sum for the day. Similar type of sum is there, but what we can say that little bit of change in the language is to be seen in the question, but the pattern is to be almost same as the previous type of sum we have done. Express 0.99 in the P by Q form. Are you surprised by your answer? With your teacher and classmates, discuss why the answer makes sense. Now friends, what is to be the number that is given should be represented x. This should be our first step. I hope you all might be getting it. Yes, this is our first step. Only one number is keeps on, that means only 9 keeps on repeating itself, friends. I hope you all might be getting it, that the number keep on repeating itself is 9. So we'll multiply it with 10 on both the side. 10x equals to 9.999 up to. Now can we write and elaborate 9 plus 0.999? Why we are doing this step? Because we can replace it by x. So 10x equals to this. Yes friends. Now terms and variable on the one side, this minus this equals to 9. So 9x equals to 9, x equals to 1. Now what does the question is trying to tell us? That this thing is okay and we know how to solve it. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. This thing is okay and we all can see this step over here. Now what the question means, that are you surprised? Yes, how we are surprised and why we are surprised. That thing or that question should always be arise in our mind. That what is to be said, 0.99, if we are converting it into what P by Q form, we are obtaining the answer as 1. How we are obtaining the answer as 1? Because the question is 0.9999 up to n times. Can it be said as 1? Yes. How? But because of, that means the answer is coming approximately, that is equal to 1. Similarly, as we were getting for 7 by 7, that is 7 into 1 by 7. If you can solve this sum by that method, what was the value? 0.142857 was the value for it. 1 by 7, 142857. If you will multiply, you will obtain the answer like this only. That means 0.999, and you won't obtain it equals to 1. That's why it is suggested that you should directly cancel over here and get the answer as 1. I hope you all might be getting it now, friends. So this was the thing, that why the question wants to tell us that are you surprised by finding this answer. Yes, we are surprised because that the answer that we are obtaining is approximately. I hope you might be clear with that. So friends, if you like the content, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. So let us begin with the next question or the next sum for the day, that is what can be the maximum number of digits can be in the repeating block of the digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17. Perform the division to check the answer. Here what is to be said, that we need to perform the division method. So I keep on up to you that you should divide like this and find the answer. And why I am not performing, because I know the short trick for that, and I am going to explain and share with you the short trick, that maximum number of time it is to be said. That means the maximum number, there the formula is to be there, what, 1 by 17 it is there. Yes friend, the formula is the maximum number of digits that we can obtain is x minus 1, or the denominator minus 1. Denominator are 17 minus 1, that means 16 is the maximum number we are going to obtain. You can check it by dividing, and by dividing the answer that you are going to obtain is this answer. That's why I'm not solving, because it will waste the time dear, because you this thing you can perform by your own also. So I hope you all might be getting it friends, this thing. That's why I'm not performing and dividing over here. You can divide, and after dividing you will find the answer is this is the answer that you are going to get. And so let us count the number of digits that we are finding over here, and here it is to be written that there are 16 digits, so no need to count again and waste our time. But then also, if you want to count, you can pause the video and try to count. You can count and get satisfied by yourself and make your doubt clear over here. That means we are obtaining 6 digits, and the formula plays an important role. That was the formula, that it should be x minus 1, but it is not suitable for all the sums here. When it is to be asked that the maximum number, then and then only it is applicable. For all the numbers it is not applicable, because sometimes the remainder becomes 0 also. So now the most important topic for the day, or the concept that we are going to learn today, is dear terminating and non-terminating recurring. Terminating means the decimal expansion terminates or end after certain number of steps. That means if we are dividing 1 by 2, yes friends, but it is not divisible, so we'll insert 0 and point, so it will become like this. So 0.5 10, that means the remainder becomes 0. That means it is terminating. Terminating means it goes on, that it ends, and we are finding the remainder as 0. That means the question we are obtaining is complete answer. It does not keep on repeating itself. That means the bar should not be placed above. This is the only thing. That means we have to keep in the mind, here it is written that the remainder becomes 0. This thing also you can get. Again I'm repeating that after dividing the number, the answer or the remainder we are obtaining is it as 0. Then that term or that decimal expansion is said to be as terminating decimal expansion. So let us move to the next topic, that is non-terminating recurring. Non-terminating recurring means it is opposite of the terminating. Terminating means it ends or the remainder becomes 0, and non-terminating means the remainder does not become 0. So 10 divided by 3, 10 3 3s are 9, we know. Again we are left with this, we'll insert point 10, then 3s are, then again 9. That means this process keeps on repeating. That means the number 3 keeps on repeating itself, and the remainder we will not obtain as 0. So that's why it is to be said that the terms are said to be as non-terminating recurring. That means it keeps on repeating itself. I hope you all might be getting and must have cleared the concept over here. So friends, for today it was still this thing only. So friends, if you like the content, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching you all.